If you want to make a lot of money by learning a high income skill, keep watching today's video. Hey guys, it's Saheli, and on this channel, I teach you how to start your own service-based business or start freelancing with skills that you may already have, or you can learn pretty quickly to make money with clients all across the globe. So if that interests you, make sure that you watch the other videos on my channel. But in today's video, I'm actually gonna tell you about a few options that you might have. You might realize that you have these skills already, or for some of you, some of these skills come naturally, or maybe you have some educational background in them. So without any further ado, let's break down 10 high income skills in 2021. And the first one I want to talk about is coaching and consulting. Coaching and consulting industry is huge in the Western market, but in India also it is gaining momentum. With coaching and consulting, making lakhs per month is not even a big deal because most good quality coaches charge between 3 to at least 10,000 per hour of consulting, and you could just consult someone for 10 hours or consult multiple people on multiple days and you could make a lot of money. Note that when you're starting in coaching or consulting, you might not be making thousands per hour, but even if it's just a few hundreds, it really adds up pretty quickly. If you can be a coach with proven experience in certain fields like fitness, writing, career, etc., you will be well paid. Okay, so if you want to get started with coaching and consulting, let me know in a comment below. I would love to make a video on this. If you know me or my channel, you know that I only talk about things I have first-hand experience of. So coaching and consulting is definitely something I have done, and I would agree on that. That's a huge reason why in my agency, management is handled by other people, but the direct coaching and consulting is always done by me. So coming back, in coaching and consulting, the first step to get started would be think about what is something you're really good at, and then do some market research to see if there are coaches offering similar services, and then you can decide if you are capable enough to do it or not. Some industries do require a certification, but most of them are pretty easy to acquire, and I'm pretty sure coaching and consulting can be a great choice provided you have the will to teach others and improve others' lives. Now, the second high income skill I want to talk about is content creation. You must have seen people go viral each and every day, and you could be the next. To be honest, getting viral today is not really that big of a deal. What really matters more in content creation is actually retaining that audience and monetizing that audience. So you could be an influencer by creating some great content that only you can create, but you will not be making money unless you know how to utilize this audience for getting brand sponsorships, utilize this audience for selling them something that maybe you've created, maybe digital product, maybe physical product, merchandise, etc. But regardless of what you're doing, content creation is definitely one of the most rewarding professions today because attention has become the new currency. So might as well get used to it. Now that I've given you content creation, one other thing that I have experience of, I want to talk about a couple of fields which are really high paying that I don't have experience of, but I do have friends who tell me that it's really lucrative. So the number one would be UI or UX design. So have you ever used an app or you went to a website and you found it really hard to navigate? Yes, they probably forgot to hire one, and you could pitch them your service. If you are good with design, also if you have the additional skill of coding, although my friends do tell me that coding is not necessary, but it helps in UI UX design. So if you are someone with these skills, maybe you should explore these options. You could start freelancing and you could work with multiple people, brands and businesses to improve their app's user experience. And yes, that is basically what you do. And the next field that I recommend is AI or artificial intelligence. Again, I have no first-hand experience of this field, but this industry is growing really fast. If you have interest in AI, if you have a computer science background, you know about Python, Java, C++, etc. languages, this is probably going to be a good field for you. Once again, this is not something I have first-hand experience of, so please do your own research after this video, but it is definitely a high-paying skill. Coming back to the skills I have, next would be writing. Okay, a lot of you know that I started my freelance journey with just simple writing. Writing can pay you really well in two categories: business writing, copywriting. Business writing is not something that I've done much, but copywriting is basically when you're writing for sales, Okay, not necessarily sales all the time, although most of the time it's written for sales. But copy is basically any text that is written to get the viewer's actions. Okay, and usually the action is to click the shop now or buy now button, but it can also be to register for a webinar, to even simply just engage with a post. Okay, copy is basically text that converts people. All right, so in case an ad popped up on your feed and it told you that, oh my god, this is the best shades ever and you need to get it right now, that was copy. In case you were watching someone's video and they start talking about this product they've been using and what kind of problems it solved for them, my friend, that's copy. If you were sitting with your parents and you were watching this Colgate ad and they asked you, "Kya aapke masoodon mein takleef hai?" that is copy. So basically, every text that wants to make you take some kind of action, and usually that action will benefit the person who's advertising. Yes, that is copy. And in case you have not realized it already, writing good copy is kind of hard. So for example, if I'm giving you this pencil and I'm asking you to sell it to me, you may not be able to do it. You might not be able to whip up a sales page for a pencil right now, all right, unless you already have the skill of copywriting. But a copywriter will probably look at the pencil, they'll ask me about the features and the benefits of this pencil, they'll ask me about who they are advertising to or who I'm advertising to in this case, and they will whip up a piece of copy, an ad, or probably a sales page which is about selling this, all right? And that is what a copywriter does, and it is kind of hard to do. Now, a good copywriter actually is directly responsible for revenue in a lot of ways, which is why good businesses want to hire a great copywriter. And if you can be that person who knows not only about writing, but also about persuasion and psychology, you will make a lot of money. And copywriting is a skill that is not only for your own business, but also if you want to go for a job and you want to get selected, you have to tell them why you. If you are going to get married and you're probably going for an arranged marriage, you probably have to convince the people why you, right? So here's the thing. If you know copywriting, you're pretty much sorted for your life. So this is a skill that I really focus on. I started learning copywriting actually after I started marketing, not during my content writing days. But when I was in marketing and we had to write ad copies, I realized that I cannot just put copy paste ad copies. I need better ad copies to make the ads convert. So that's when I started, and I've never stopped. Like, copywriting is pretty addictive and I love it. And if you are interested in copywriting, I have made quite a few videos on good copy, so you can check it out. I'll link them up here. But this brings me to the next high paying income skill, and that is marketing. All right, very closely related to copywriting. So copy is usually the text that goes around and inside the marketing pieces, and marketing is the overall strategy. All right, for example, let's say a brand has launched a new shampoo. All right, so they need to craft a campaign probably on social media, on their Facebook page. They need to craft campaigns even outside social media, and they have to make a complete strategy of when what is going to be posted. Are they going to run any giveaways? Are they going to run any ads? Are they going to do something else to promote the offer? Are they going to collaborate with other influencers? All of this will fall under marketing. Okay, so any kind of buzz that is being created around a brand or a business, that is marketing. And under that, the text part and all of that is done by a copywriter usually. Frankly speaking, a marketer should have the knowledge of copywriting and a copywriter should have the knowledge of marketing, even though they are not supposed to do each other's jobs, because these are so well interlinked. All right. Also in marketing, a lot of things are actually interlinked with marketing. In marketing, you also need to make sure that the designs and everything are okay, the copy is okay, the strategy is okay. So marketing is quite a heavy job. All right. And I'm so proud to call myself a marketer. I'm a social media manager and social media marketer. So it's a small part of digital marketing, but still it is quite a handsome amount of money that I make. In case you're new to this channel, I do social media marketing. So that's a small part of digital marketing, which is again a part of general marketing. But in case you're interested, you could always start with just one or two platforms that interest you. I've also made videos on this social media marketing thing, so you can also check videos on that on my channel. I've literally made videos on a lot of skills on my channel, and I'm pretty sure you'll find something valuable. Now, the next skill that you can learn is sales. Once again, marketing and sales are very closely related. Now, I have not done direct sales ever, except for selling my own services maybe. But sales is one thing that you need to be good at in case you want to make money, right? And there's a lot of brands and businesses which hire salespeople, sales representatives to talk to their prospects to close deals. Now, I'm not talking about becoming someone at a call center to convince prospects or something. In this sales career, you usually become a high quality salesperson, or what they call a closer, and you get on calls with people, you seal big deals that are worth a lot of money, all right, and you get a commission out of them usually, all right. Now, different brands and businesses have a different model, but the most lucrative one is definitely the commission based model, because let's say you are selling a product worth 5 lakhs and your commission percentage is 10%, you made 50,000 right there. So usually these salespeople work with high ticket clients or high quality products or services, and it is kind of hard to get into this industry, honestly. But once you're in, there's no going back, because when you're good with sales, you're literally set for life. Now, even if you are not going into this industry as a salesperson, I still do recommend knowing more about sales. One of my favorite Instagram handles, which is all about sales, is called Sales with Kales, and it's like really good on sales advice. So I highly recommend you guys follow this Instagram handle if you don't know about it already. The next high income skill I want to recommend you is public speaking. All right. Now, I was pretty shocked when I found this in my research, but then I really realized that public speaking is kind of hard. All right. So much so that a majority of people, if given a choice between public speaking and dying, they'll die. All right, and I'm definitely somewhere in the middle of the two categories, because I'm comfortable with public speaking today, but I don't think I'll be very comfortable if it's like in person. All right, I have done like really big events on Zoom and on Webinar Jam, but not in person. The only time I went to an event where there were like hundreds of people and I had to give a speech, it was a debate, which was a highly political debate. And thankfully, the topic that I was speaking on, I was speaking for, and the judges were actually from the political party that agreed with my point of view. But my partner, who was supposed to speak against, really got the looks. But yes, coming back. As per my research, speakers get paid between 10,000 on the lower end to over lakhs in the higher end for each and every event they grace their presence with. And yes, I think that's pretty high paying, but I think this is also one of the skills that will take the hardest or the longest time to master. So I've actually like made this video from easiest to hardest to master. So I hope that it makes sense to you. And at the end, I want to talk about this amazing skill that you can learn, which is video production and photography. Okay, the world is getting digital, all right? Especially video production and video marketing is going to be the future. Okay, 2 years ago when I joined the marketing industry, most people used to say video marketing is the future, video marketing is the future, and then suddenly one day someone said that, what are you saying? Video marketing is the present. Most of the ads you see, most of the content you consume, it is in the video format. Instagram Reels, IGTV, YouTube videos, the ads that you get on your Facebook feed. Majority of the content today, especially the one that is made for sales and marketing, is video. If you're capable of making beautiful videos that capture someone's attention and retains it, you are going to be an asset to any business. And yes, those are the skills that I really wanted to talk about with you guys today. As a bonus, I also want to talk about real estate. Okay, now real estate is not an industry that I've worked in at all. Okay, I don't have that amount of money. I'm just 21, but this is an industry that I definitely want to check out maybe 2 years down the line, because it is pretty lucrative as per my research. But do your own research. Don't take my word for this. The only industries I want you to take my opinion absolutely seriously on, because I have first-hand experience of all of this, that is coaching, consulting, content creation, marketing, writing, and sales. Because I've been doing this for a while as a part of my job, so I know that it does well. Okay, you can also take my word for UI UX design and web designing, simply because of the fact that I have too many friends who have agreed with me on this. But anything else, I feel like I have just found it through research and not by talking to real people. So I wanted to give a disclaimer. I don't want to be one of those people who makes a video every week just by Googling stuff, because that can be really harmful to you as the audience who's consuming this. So yes, I've given my disclaimer. This video, if you want to learn more about marketing and copywriting and how to start freelancing and making money, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. I make new videos every week. You can also follow me on my Instagram, Sahili Chatterjee here, where I drop a golden nugget of content every day. So it's all about getting clients, talking to clients, what to ask clients, what to do if your client doesn't pay you, basically anything and everything business and freelance. And I'm pretty sure you're gonna find that content like super valuable. So don't miss out on it. And yes, I will be back with another video next week. Till then, bye bye.